Danica Calvert here, reporting with Biotech 11 News. Bees, pests or providers? If your initial response was pest, you're probably one of the many people who are uninformed of the importance of the honeybee. It's a common belief that bees just fly around and sting us, but they are a vital part of crop production. They're responsible for pollinating over 90% of commercial crops and about 1/3 of the human diet. Pollinating alone is responsible for $15 billion in crop value. As you can see, bees are a vital part of not only our diet, but our economy. However, tragically, there's been an epidemic in the bee world. Now, over to Lauren to tell us more about the problem.
Colony collapse disorder, or CCD, has baffled both biologists and beekeepers alike. It all started in the winter of 2006 and 2007 when beekeepers across the nation were all noticing that 30 to 90% of their hives were dying out, an unusually high amount. The problem came when the symptoms of the hives that were dying out didn't match any already known causes in the bee world. The symptoms included a loss of worker bees and no bees found around the hive. However, the queen and the young were present. There was still a plentiful supply of honey and pollen, but without the worker bees, the hive would quickly die out. Although no one is for certain about what is causing CCD, some believe that there is an increased loss of worker bees due to a new honeybee pest, Varroa mite. Another theory is a new undiagnosed disease, pesticide poisoning, or different conditions causing harm to the immune system. But the most popular theory is different stressors on the honeybee, such as poor nutrition, drought, and migratory stress. Now, over to Andy.
Hi, my name is Andy Harb. Now we'll be talking about symbiosis. Symbiosis is a major part of bees. Many of the mutualisms between bees and other animals have been ruined because of the colony collapse disorder. Most of the animals, including humans who benefit from the bees' pollination, are being affected in a negative way because of it, since they get a good chunk of their food from the things they pollinate, such as humans with honey, grapes, and many other fruits and vegetables. It is possible that some sort of parasite is responsible for CCD. For those of you who don't know, a parasite is an organism that feeds off of another organism, harming and occasionally killing the host. Now, if some sort of parasite was to infest itself into bees' hives or bees themselves, and that would explain the sudden loss in bee population. Here's Danica to talk about the relationship between humans and bees.
This is Danica again. Now, there are three main types of symbiosis. The first is predation. Predation is when one organism feeds on the other. Parasitism is where one organism benefits from the other and the host gets injured. Mutualism is where both hosts benefit from the relationship. And the last is commensalism. This is where one organism benefits and the other is unaffected. The relationship between humans and bees is commensalism because we benefit from them, and for the most part, they are unaffected. Now to Hamza.
Hi, I'm Hamza Hamid, here reporting on some of the food web facts you need. The energy is transferred from one species to another and is displayed by this food web. The producers from the left transfer energy to the consumers to the right, including the humans, the fox, and the eagle. The consumer level would basically get 10% of energy from the producers and the other consumers. So the 10% rule basically would state that the consumer gets 10% of all the energy from the other organism that consumed. The trophic level is basically where the organism is found on the food chain, what it consumes, and what consumes the organism.
Obviously, bees are a vital part of our lives. Let's hear from people with a first-hand look on the issue. So, tell me, what do you know about the bees?
Well, one time, a bee stung me. And I was like, oh my god, a bee just stung me. And I freaked out and I hit the bee. It was crazy. Oh, and they make the cutest costumes ever.
Oh, thank you for sharing. Now let's talk to someone who has a more scientific view on the issue.
At the moment, we are unaware of what is really causing CCD, but we have many predictions. We're just baffled by this disorder, though, but I'm sure that with community funding, we'll find a way to fix this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As a beekeeper, I'm highly affected by CCD. It just breaks my heart to see all those poor little bees out there in the world just dying off left and right. Not only is it affecting me emotionally, it's putting a big hurt in my wallet too. With my bees dying, no one's buying from my honey farms, so I'm basically broke.
So tell me, how do you feel about the bees dying out?
As a farmer, my point of view of the situation is really bad because I'm unable to grow a lot of crops because they would be getting pollinated. So as you can see, I'm really bummed out because I don't have enough crops for this year.
I see. To learn more about CCD and what the government is doing to help, you can visit the website listed below. Welcome to the financial portion of today's news. As we all know, our economy is struggling in all areas. The bees are responsible for $15 billion in crop value. If we lose the bees, pollinating will decrease dramatically, and there will be far less crops. This would cause the price of crops to skyrocket, harming people and our economy everywhere. That concludes the news for today. Thank you for tuning in to Biotech 11 News.